Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ricky Rubberburn, and we are here for some exciting, fast-paced, thrilling action with Thrill Nation Autosports. We are here at Bristol, Tennessee for a very exciting Xfinity race. We will be going green quite shortly. We want to thank all the fans for being here tonight, this evening. If you are here and you are in the chat, give old Ricky a hello, Ricky. We are loading in, folks. And we will be green when we get into the action. And we join the field here, folks. We are currently just a few laps into this race with Walker Up already pulling away from the field. Behind him, Maverick Moose, third place. Dead Sea Chicken, hip in the back. Oh, we've got a wreck. We've got the 18 around. That's downtown, 25. We'll see if that brings out a caution flag. It appears it will not. We are still going. Walker leading the field back around the Coliseum. Folks, this is short track racing. This is what old Ricky lives for. Back when he was a 5-time late model champion in his hometown of North Carolina. That's right. The whole state is Ricky's hometown. He's got a key to the city of North Carolina. That's North Carolina, Vermont, if you guys are wondering. Folks, I want to introduce you to our pit road reporter, Patty Pitts. Patty's down there on the front stretch pits, and we are checking in with her now. Patty, how you feeling? Have you heard anything, any good rumors down on the pit road tonight that we should be aware of? Oh, we're going to have some tire changes tonight, folks. Stay tuned as we ride along with Maverick Moose and Walker Up. These two pulling far away from the field here. Both of them former Xfinity winners. Maverick Moose winning our debut premier race, and Walker Up winning last week. Dead Sea Chicken in third here as we scroll through the field. We catch up with Hip XX, one of our Cup drivers. Cup is currently moving on to the playoffs week 1 this Thursday. Make sure you check in to see the championship action heat up. Folks, we want to thank you all for being here, and as always, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Sand Milk. That's right, summer's favorite treat, Sand Milk. When the summer gets warm and the degrees go up, pour yourself a nice cold glass of milk and relax. Nothing's better than the creamy feeling in your mouth on a summer's day. And we check back in with downtown. He is quite far behind, trying not to get lapped by our race leaders. And speaking of our race leaders, it looked like we had a move there from Maverick Moose right on the back end of Walker Up. The 43 is around, looking not to collect the leaders. Looks like we are still under green as Maverick Moose tries the outside line. Not gonna work. He gets back in behind. Got another lap car that looks like downtown again. Maverick Moose trying again. Oh, as Walker gets up into the wall and into the... Oh, Walker around! The race leader. trying not to collect more cars. Looks like he will stay up out of the racing line. Maverick Moose all by himself now. Walker on the defensive, going to have to try not to get lapped. That's how fast things can change in short track racing, folks. That's why old Ricky loves it. Want to give a big shout out to M. Sue Fan, first time in the chat. Hello, M. Sue Fan. He says, go Undulant Olive. I don't believe anybody in the league goes by that name, but we will cheer for them anyways. Any debuts tonight? We do not have any new debuting drivers in the Xfinity Series. These guys have all been here for the whole 3 weeks. The field quite spread out. Now we've got 2 around on the front stretch. Looks like they got to collect a third car. And the caution looks like it has finally come out. We will regroup and see where we are for Walker Up. We know Maverick Moose was in first place. Walker Up, who was leading the race for quite some time, getting collected into a lap car coming out of turn 3 and 4. And back to the field he goes. We are currently under caution with 23 laps remaining in stage 1. Now, once the caution ends, we'll be there around about 19 laps to go in stage 1. Hilo going down in second, Dead Sea Chicken in third, Tag Draken in fourth, Hip in fifth, Uptown in sixth, Walker in seventh, Watkins in eighth, Slick Sick in ninth, and KSI Urza rounding out the top 10. And we get ready to go back green. And it looks like Walker found his... Oh, no, that's not Walker. Hip in the 54, second place, putting a lot of pressure on first. The 36, holding strong. 64 diving underneath Hip here. Going hard out of turn 2 with a huge run on the leader. That's Dead Sea Chicken battling underneath the leader, and it looks like he's going to make that pass stick. The leader get a little squirrely, but he gets back in line. We've got one up into the wall, a few getting pretty messed up behind that. Looks like everybody's going to survive. Down the backstretch. Folks, this is racing. We are in a pack. We are driving fast, and everybody is going for it. Folks, we want to see you in the chat. We want to know who your favorite driver is. We want to know what brings you here to the Thrill Nation Racing action tonight. As we follow along with Hip, we will now move up to Hilo. Hilo leading at the beginning of this restart, now falling back slowly. Not sure if maybe he didn't pit. He's on old tires. We'll move on to Tag. He's battling hard against Maverick Moose there for second position. And it looks like Maverick's going to hold on, but Tag's still in there. Maverick running more of a middle line. Tag trying the bottom. And we ride around with the top 4 as we look back on the pack. Looks like we've only got one that's quite off the pace. We'll have to see if the leaders catch up to him quickly. We've got Dead Sea Chicken leading the race. Maverick Moose looking like he's going to make the pass. It's a little bit loose, and it's actually going to lose a position, it looks like. He sticks it in there deep underneath Tag, and they are coming off into the backstretch fast, straight back into turns 3 and 4. What a battle we have going on here. Oh, as Maverick Moose in the 7 gets into the wall and then into tag. It's going to knock him off the pace a little bit. It's going to give the 61 a chance here. That's Walker. Back up, recovering from that spin. Folks, we want to take a break from this racing action to give a special shout out to one of our sponsors here, right here in Bristol, Tennessee. That's right, it's the Buddy Crump Insurance Agency, located right there on Volunteer Parkway in Bristol, Tennessee. Old Jim Crump himself runs the joint, and if you get on down there, you can get insurance for your car, insurance for your life, insurance for your pets, insurance for your wife. That's right, he does it all. That's the Buddy Crump Insurance Agency. And back to the action. We follow along with Walker up in third place. Dead Sea Chicken still holding on in second to the leader, who is now Maverick Moose. Folks, we are on lap 39 of 42 in the stage. It's looking like if Maverick can hold things steady, he will take the stage win. Dead Sea Chicken losing a bit of pace there into the turn. Looks like he might be losing some tire grip. Walker trying to stay right on him to possibly make a move if he slips up. We've got a car under threat of going a lap down. That's pile 23. Pile 23. Oh, he bumps into the leader, trying not to go a lap down. Looks like he will keep it down. The 7 of Maverick Moose gets away from him. We will watch along with Pile now as he tries to stay out of the way of Dead Sea Chicken. He will do that successfully, and now he will get out of the way of Walker. So we go back to Walker on the last lap. That's going to be it right there, folks. It's going to be Maverick Moose with the stage win, Dead Sea Chicken in third, and Walker in third. Looks like Tag Dragon's going to be in fourth, Watkins in fifth, sixth is Uptown, seventh Hilo going down, eighth Downtown, 9th KSI Urza, and rounding out the top 10 is Slick 2 Sick. And in the final 3 positions, Hip, Pile, and All Spartan Rise. Now, Pile and Spartan are both a lap down. We're going to get, Pile's going to get his lap back. He is the last car that went a lap down. So we will have 12 cars on the lead lap. We will see what the order looks like coming out of this pit stop. We want to head down to our pit lane reporter, Patty Pitts. Patty, what's going on down there? You know, Patty, that's just like you to always be wondering about the buffet. Speaking of buffets, remember that one we went to in Las Vegas that night after the Sahara? Oh, those coconut shrimp will never be forgotten, Patty. And back to the racing action as we start stage number 2. Maverick Moose trying to pull away. Follow along closely. Dead Sea Chicken as he bounces off the wall right next to Tag. Dead Sea Chicken up into the wall again, and he gets into Walker a little bit back up into the wall. There goes Walker around. He looks like he'll keep it off the wall. Minimal damage for Walker, it appears. And he will hunt this field back down, folks. Walker is one fast cat. And the 64 goes around. He hits another car. Dead Sea Chicken around. And the green flag stays out. And they continue to battle. We've got Tag Draken down into the wall. We've got Downtown into the wall. Hit around. Ladies and gentlemen, there's cars everywhere. They've hit everything but a lottery out here tonight, folks. Oh, and the 9 looks like he just took a dive down. Looks like Tag's around and into the wall trying to back up. Oh, it actually looks like Tag might have been stuck there on the Bristol banking. He's going backwards. And it looks like Tag will get back on track. Sorry, folks, we've got multiple cameras here. We've got Uptown in the pits trying to repair some damage. KSI. KSI battling along with Slick to sit. We come back up now to Pile, who has Dead Sea Chicken right under him. They get close, but they stay off of each other. Oh, looks like Dead Sea Chicken getting into Pile going into turns 1 and 2. And down the backstretch they drag race. Back into the big banking of Bristol they go. Who will get it? Looks like Pile with a big run. Oh, and he gets shoved up into the wall again by Dead Sea Chicken. These two are going at it. Pile now trying to hold off 2 more cars behind him as he collected himself. That looks like it's going to be Walker making his charge back up to the field. We'll see what he does with Dead Sea Chicken here. As Dead Sea Chicken touches the wall. Here comes Walker with a huge run into the turn. Will he get a huge run coming off? It appears so. He's going to take the outside line again. Dead Sea Chicken down onto the apron. A little touch again. Here comes Walker. With Hip underneath him now with a huge dive into the turn. But Walker's still going to commit to the outside. He's going to drive it off. Perfect spacing. He pushes Dead Sea Chicken up into the turn. Dead Sea Chicken gets into the wall. He gets into Walker, but Walker's going to drive away. Coming back now to Maverick Moose and Tag Dragon. Tag is, I believe, battling to not... Oh, no, Tag is a lap down currently. Maverick Moose coming on by. As we shuffle through the field, we take a look at Watkins, who just lost out on the Cup regular season championship. He led for most of the season, and in the final 2 races, his teammate, Graveyard Disciple, went back-to-back and just stole it from him at the end, but he is still in a great shape to make a run for the Cup championship, and that playoff starts this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on Thrill Nation Autosports. Make sure you tune in for that, folks. It looks like we got some cars getting around a little bit on the front stretch. As we join along with Downtown, he chases down Dead Sea Chicken. We are on lap 17 of 38 in the stage. We are in stage 2 currently, folks. And we want to crank it up. That's right, folks. Oh, Ricky's going to go make himself a gin rummy and leave you to it. Listen to the sound of these beautiful Thrill Nation Auto Sports machines as they power around the Coliseum of Kings. And we are back, folks. We hope you enjoyed that Crank It Up segment. And before we get back to the action here, we just want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors here at Thrill Nation Autosports. That's right, the Honeydew Service Inc., your local handyman specialist. Located on Edgemont Ave in Bristol, Tennessee. Honeydew call these handymen. They do just about everything, if you know what I mean. That's right, folks. If you can't please your wife, call these handymen. And back to the racing action. Lap 26 of 38 in the stage as we draw closer to the end of this stage. We ride around with Walker Up. He's been unlucky multiple times here in this race, but he continues to charge his way through the field. Folks, we've got a special giveaway going on tonight. That's right. If you're out there and your names are either Colin or Tucker, you've won yourself a free Thrill Nation Autosports shirt. That's right. If your name is Colin or Tucker, all Collins and Tuckers, you have won yourself a free Thrill Nation Autosports t-shirt tonight. Make sure you shoot us a DM to claim your prize. If we've got any Collins or Tuckers out there tonight, give us a hell yeah, Ricky, we love free t-shirts in the chat. Things starting to get a little bit tight here. We've got some cars bouncing off the wall in front of Walker. He gets a huge shove from behind. I believe that was from Watkins. As they race into the turn, it looks like they're going to try the outside. There goes Watkins. 3 coming out of the turn. That usually doesn't work here at Bristol, but it looks like they've sorted it out. Walker going to the bottom. Now he chases Watkins. Looks like he gets a little bit of contact there into the 21. And Watkins looking like he's having some trouble dispatching that lapped car. He will get by. Now we will see how Walker handles that. Walker, a consummate professional. He hunts him down on the outside and clears him coming out of the turn. And he goes back to chasing Watkins. Hell yeah, Ricky, we love free t-shirts. Thank you, So Flyby, or should I say, Colin. We will look back a little bit here at Maverick Moose. He was our stage 1 winner as he fights with 2 cars in front of him. Looks like he's going to get pushed down to the inside wall, but he'll get back up on track. Not too much of a ruckus caused for him. We are nearing the end of stage 2 here, folks. Lap 37 of 38. Oh, Tag Dragon. He gets into the wall there, just slid coming out of turns 3 and 4. That's going to be the end of the stage. He comes in 10th place. It looks like the winner of that stage was Hilo. Oh, no, the winner of that stage I believe was Maverick Moose, with Hilo going down in 2nd. Walker up in 4th, Downtown 5th, Slick 2 second 6th. We will ride along with Maverick Moose as we begin stage 3, the final stage of the race. And we are green. Looks like the 61 lagged a little bit, but he is okay. Oh, wow, we have no idea where he is thanks to the lag. The 61 all over the place. He might be in midair. We have no idea. He's just hovering at this point. Looks like he's going to shake out to 4th place. And Maverick Moose leads him into the turn. Hilo going down, 2nd place. And they will start to go into a single file line as they battle for position now, and things calm down. Folks, we've got a PSA from the Bristol, Tennessee Health Department. Please wash your hands. Seriously, please, please, please. Bristol, Tennessee has been ranked dirtiest hands in America 42 years in a row. For the love of God, wash your hands. And we get back to the action. Hilo going down, trying to hold off Walker going into the turn. We know Walker wants to get back up there. He wants to start chasing Maverick Moose down. These two scrapped earlier, and he wants to waste no time getting back to it. And quite honestly, folks, old Ricky wants to see. We've got a car around in the back that looked like Dead Sea Chicken spinning out. We will see if he gets back on track in time or if the leaders will catch him. We are still under green. Folks, Drill Nation Autosports will pretty much only throw a yellow flag if we see a driver ejected from his car. That's really about it around here. We've got very shoddy safety standards. Oh, it looks like the left car of Dead Sea Chicken's going to get up into Hilo going down, which is going to cause a wreck with Walker. It's going to cause a wreck with cars behind him. Folks, I believe Dead Sea Chicken will be called to the Thrill Nation Autosports hauler after the race for disciplinary action. Don't quote old Ricky on it. He's had a few gin rummies, and he doesn't quite always know what he's talking about. But we will see what happens. Hilo going down in 2nd place now. He was the one fighting with Walker when that caution came out. We will try to check in with Walker, who looks like he is in 4th position. Or that is 3rd position. That's the lap car of Dead Sea Chicken, who made the contact with Walker. Now going down into the apron and getting loose, getting me back up onto the track and collecting another car on the lead lap. Dead Sea Chicken is in for a rough time after this race with TNA Brass, folks. Let me tell you, I've seen them give a few drivers a spanking in my day. And let me tell you, old Ricky likes a good spanking. These were not that kind of spanking. We're going to kick it down for the pits. I want to hear from Patty Pitts. Patty, how you doing down there? What do you think of a good spanking? I'm sorry, what was that, Patty? We lost you a little bit there. That's right, Maverick Moose is looking real good. Way to avoid the question, Patty. I see what you did there. We follow along with Maverick Moose now, far off into the lead. Oh, it looks like he's going to drive down into the wall almost. I'm starting to think there might be a commentator curse for old Ricky tonight. Every time he gets to a leader, something bad happens. Here comes 2nd place, trying to make a run on Maverick Moose now. As Hilo going down, they've got a lap car in front of them, the 66. Folks, if you're rooting for old Walker to make a comeback, give us a hashtag, Walker, come on back. You can spell come however you'd like, folks. We've got a car on. We've got Dead Sea Chicken. Looks like causing something of a ruckus. We've got a car going backwards. Oh, God. We've got the leaders around. We've got a wreck. Folks, I don't see any bodies on the track. It looks like Oh no, we are going to have a caution. Folks, these lap cars are having a tough time staying out of the leader's way. And I know that the leaders are not going to be happy about it. We will be hearing from some fired up folks after this race. Stick around, as we will interview the winner of this race. We might even talk to a few other folks down the field. We want to take this time before the green flag drops to thank one of our sponsors. That's right, folks. It's Paul's Peacock Farm. That's right. If you want a peacock, come on down to Paul's and pick your cock. All right, folks, we are lined up 2 by 2, and we are following along with the leader. Maverick Moose as the green flag drops. The field storms into 1 and 2, trying to sort themselves out, muscling for position, and Maverick Moose drives away. We follow along with Dead Sea Chicken, who is a few laps down now as he tries to make a dive down on the tag. We see the top 4 starting to run away. That's going to be Hip. Let's see. Slick in 2nd place, Hip in 3rd. And 4th place is going to be Walker. Into the turn we go. Slick on the outside, Hip on the inside. They come off. Walker's going to get a bump from Slick. Walker getting back into line. He has been having a lot of trouble getting past cars without being made contact, but he clears Hip. Now he's got to come after Slick. Walker down to the inside. He gets a huge run off the turn. And he's going to dive on it. Looks like Slick not wanting to give up and gets into the wall. He's going to get a little squirrely, tries to stay off Hip. We've got a car around on the front stretch. 2nd place now, Walker. This is what he's been waiting for. A little clear space to try and chase down Mav. These are the 2 fastest cars in the field. There are 2 former race winners. Folks, will one of them be a 2-time winner? Or will neither one of them? Because on short track racing, anything's possible. Folks, let old Ricky know where you're watching from tonight in the chat. We want to hear from you, the fans. Let old Ricky know where you're checking in from tonight. Folks, we want to take this time as we drive around with our leader, Walker. 2nd place car, Walker. We want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Tootie's Restaurant. That's right there on Virginia Avenue in good old Bristol, Tennessee. A long-time Bristol favorite since 1945. They've got burgers, they've got fries, and most importantly, they've got big old glasses of ice cold milk. And if you ask, they'll put it in a to-go container so you can bring it to the beach and have yourself a sando. Walker doing his best to try and close the gap on Maverick. Not quite able to close it up enough yet. We come around back to our leader, Maverick. He's got a lap car in front of him. Could this help Walker chase him down? We will find out. Maverick's been pretty good at navigating around the lap cars so far, but as you've seen over and over again, once the lap cars come into play, anything can happen in this short track spectacle here at the last Coliseum of Conquerors. Maverick Moose getting ever closer to the lap car. What will he do? trying the outside. The lap car going to graciously get out of his way. Will he do the same for Walker as we ride around with Walker? He's still got quite the gap. I'm not sure that he's even gaining on Maverick right now as he tries that high line. Scrape of the wall. Looks like he's going to come clean out that time. Folks, we've got about 25 laps left in this race. Walker up, chasing down Maverick Moose, who gets into the wall. That might be a huge opportunity for Walker. Maverick coming up to another lap car. That looks like it could be Dead Sea Chicken, who's had quite the issue here with lap cars tonight. Three laps to go. Maverick trying to play it smart behind the lap car here. He's probably trying, to keep his distance, but also make that pass if the lap car makes a mistake, which he almost did. Comes back up in front of Maverick. The lap car is shaking on the outside, racing as hard as he can to try and stay on the lead lap. Maverick gonna clear him, it looks like here, but the lap car with a huge run coming out of the turn. Will he try to dive in? He will not. Maverick pulling away. We go to Walker. He's watching all of this as the lap car slams into the wall, which gives Walker a huge run on him. The 61 of Walker, he's right up on the back of the lap car now, giving him a bit of a bump and saying, hey man, this train's trying to go to Idaho. The lap car is saying, no, you won't go to no Idaho. Walker finally giving the lap car a bit of a shove there. Didn't get him past it. Now the lap car sliding down into the inside wall. Looks like he spun out. Walker back onto it. Looks like Maverick Moose now fighting with some lap cars. Could this be the break that Walker needs? We've got just about 16 laps to go. Oh, that was not Dead Sea Chicken. That was all Spartan Rides. Looks like Dead Sea Chicken is either out of the race or in the pits. As we follow along with hips, look like Watkins is going to go around on the front stretch. Gets back to it. We are still under green. Tag in ninth. Uptown out of the race for quite some time now. You hate to see it. Poor Uptown has had more than one DNF so far this year. And we are back to Walker up. Still trying to chase down Maverick Moose. The lap car is getting into Maverick. Maverick pushes one away. It looks like one just went around in front of Hip. Oh, that was Hip that got around in front of Walker. Walker made it through. Another lap car to get around. This is key right now for Maverick as he makes his run. Because every time he gets to a lap car, he's getting past them fast. And every time Walker gets to one, he is having quite the trouble. You gotta wonder, might Maverick be in the pocket of these lap cars? Could there be scandal on the rise? We've got cars around. One of those is Maverick Moose, the leader. Oh, we are under caution, folks, as Maverick Moose, the leader, was just taken out by the 43, the lapped car. Folks, this is huge. We have less than 10 laps remaining when this caution ends. It is going to be a shootout, but first we want to kick it to one of our sponsors, Cutie Patooties, a non-profit dedicated to telling men they're cute to boost the male ego from sea to shining sea. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Cutie Patootie of the race is going to be Watkins 706. That's right, folks. Give us a hashtag Cutie Watkins in the chat. As we go green, the 61 of Walker Up in the lead now. As the 7 of Maverick Moose dives into turn 1, he wants to get back up to where he just was before he was wrecked. The 61 of Walker Up trying to hold off the second place car. We've got cars going all over the place right now. That's Hilo going down in second. He's got Maverick Moose behind him in third now. We've got just 6 laps remaining, folks. As the 61 moves into turns 3 and 4, Maverick Moose is going to push him up. As they battle, Moose back up in front of Hilo. He's chasing down Walker. Now this was the battle all night. It was Maverick, it was Walker, and here they are again. Maverick down onto the inside. Walker gonna try and pull him off on the outside. Folks, this is for everything right here. We've got the 61 on the outside of Maverick Moose. These two are absolutely battling, and Hilo going down. He's got the best view in the house right here in case anybody makes a mistake. In third place, as the leaders get into each other, we come around. Folks, that is going to be the race. The winner, Walker Up in the 61, two-time winner. We've got Maverick Moose in second, who tried to make an insane comeback there in the last few laps. It's going to be Hilo going down in third, Slick Sick in fourth, KSI Ezra in fifth, Downtown in sixth, Hip in seventh, Tag in eighth, Pile in ninth, and All Spartan Rise is going to round out your top 10. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to try and speak to your race winner, Walker, and also second place, Maverick, and get their thoughts on the race before we go to them. Patty, what are your thoughts on the race? This was a thrilling finish here in Bristol, Tennessee.
I'd say that was a real exciting one for you.
Oh my goodness, Patty, you've got such a way with words. And you want to know what? It was a pleasure being here with you, as it's always a pleasure when I'm with you. And if you'd like, maybe we could stop by old Rubbers after this and grab us a Rubberburn rum gin rummy together. What do you say? Oh, I, I don't think Jane will mind. She's on vacation. All right, folks, we're going to try and get your race winner Walker in here and have a talk with him. Let's see. Walker, can you hear me? All right, I need you to make sure you've got your mic connected to the stream. Do you see that? All right, let's take a looky here. Let's take a listen in the chat. Can we hear our race winner in the chat? Can we hear them? Nope, they can't hear you, Walker. There is an option. If you go into the party, it should say to share. What is going on here, folks? Give me just a second. All right, they should be able to hear you now.
Yep,
Well,
yep,
you should be able to include your order. We good?
yep.
All right, Walker, welcome to the Thrill Nation Auto Sports Victory Lane. What a race it was for you tonight. We saw you get into multiple accidents with some lap cars. We saw you have some very bad luck, but you were still able to drive back and win the race. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling happy I won, but honestly, I'm sad for Moose, cause he was leading the whole thing, and I think a lap car just wrecked him.
Yes, Moose did fall into some very unlucky circumstances with that lap car, just as you did many times throughout the race. It was quite unfortunate to see, but you being on the receiving end of the good side of that, this will be quite the boost in points for you going into next week. I want to know how you're feeling about next week's race.
Um, I'm not sure where it's at, but I'm
I
confident.
like it. Walker says, I don't care where we race, just give me the win, baby. We are in sunny Daytona, Florida.
Ooh, not the
Oh,
best at
he
draft
says.
tracks. Not the best.
All right. You know what old Ricky thinks about that, Walker? He thinks you're a real racer because that super speedway shit is for the fuck. Now, you know what? We're not going to get old Ricky fired up tonight. We're going to keep his blood pressure low. Walker, do you have anything else you want to say to the fans before we get out of here?
Um, Good race, definitely good race, but feel bad for Moose.
Feel bad for Moose. He's a driver with the soul, ladies and gentlemen. How will you be celebrating tonight?
I'm about to go probably drive to the store, get me a little snack.
Maybe a big old glass of milk?
Sure, sure.
That's right, folks. Thrill Nation Auto Sports brought to you by Milk. All right. We want to thank you for stopping in and speaking with us tonight, Walker, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. We hope for nothing but the best of luck to you, and we thank you.
See ya. Appreciate it.
See ya. All right. Let's see if we can talk to Maverick Moose. I do not see him in the chat anymore. He may understandably have been upset and might need some time to cool off, but that's all right. You know what? We want to give a big shout out to Maverick Moose anyways. He drove a great race tonight. He put on an absolute show. We want to thank all of our other drivers tonight. We want to give another shout out to our cutie patootie of the race, Watkins, our first cutie patootie of the season. And we want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors who support us here at Thrill Nation Auto Sports. That's right. We're talking about Milk. We're talking about the Cutie Patooties. We're talking about Tootie's Restaurant, the Bristol Health Department, Honeydew Service Inc., and the Buddy Crump Insurance Agency. Folks, if you're ever in Bristol, Tennessee, which many call the Rome of the South, make sure you stop by any of those places and don't forget to wash your hands. I'm Ricky Rubberburn, and from the pits, we want to kick it over to Patty Pitts. Patty, never mind, we're not going to kick it over to Patty Pitts. Folks, we found out that we had some audio issues with Patty tonight. We will get that straightened out, and she will be back next week. We know all of our pit heads out there were sad to not hear her tonight. All right, folks, I'm Ricky Rubberburn. Make sure you go out to your local Costco and pick up a Rubberburn rum leader tonight and have yourselves a good one. We will see you next week for more thrilling Thrill Nation Auto Sports action. I hope that I never see that damn giveaway for those people's names again. Colin, what kind of name is Colin? That's absolutely stupid. Who would name their kid? Oh, we're still on the air. Why do you never tell me this, Kevin? You got